Good morning, Wednesday, April 23rd. This is the Automotive State of the Union. I'm Paul J. Daly. This is Kyle Mountsier. Today we're talking about dealers suing Scout, Elon going back to Tesla, and AI digging deeper into retail, folks. Kyle's got some anecdotal stories on that one.
The applications are insane, fam.
Yeah, and they're just getting more insane. We'll talk about it later because another one. I got another pop-up this morning that I sent you a screenshot of, which is going to be a total game changer.
I connected some stuff last night on that, by the way.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did. I was like, you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to do it.
I know. All right. Listen, yes, agenda for ASOTU CON. Large and in charge. Go to ASOTUCON.com. Look at the agenda. Detailed agenda by stage is the best place to see everything going on. Pull the list of topics up. These are broad topics, but we have specific sessions on drilling down into each of these: AI, compliance, culture, fixed ops, global industry, leadership, marketing, multi-rooftop group. I'm appreciating the alphabetical order, Nathan. Technology, and much more. Sales, F&I. Go to the agenda because you're going to realize these topics and the people speaking on the panel, the dealers, the industry partners, the takeaways are actionable right now. We're not dreaming about what it could be. We're saying, hey, this is what's happening right now. These are the things you can take back to your stores to help you solve the problems that you're facing. The dealer tickets actually have been really picking up. This is how it works.
That's how it works.
In the auto industry, you get within 30 days. Now we're within 3 weeks.
No, it's like 5 tickets a day, 7 tickets a day, 10 tickets a day. Yesterday, 28 tickets, right? Yep. It's like, all right, everybody's coming. Just bring all your friends. Don't mess around.
Five dealer tickets came in this morning. Okay, so here's the deal. 3 weeks from today, 9:25, we will be in the first main stage sessions right now.
Come on now.
Claude Silver is
hanging out with Claude Silver.
She's going to be on stage right now. Chief Heart Officer of VaynerMedia. Talk about someone who has really been across the world working with major brands, major executives, major business initiatives, and tying them back how to make sure the people in your organization are thriving in a way that can accomplish these big goals. She's going to be a great way to start it off. Is a dear friend and will be 3 weeks from now on the stage at ASOTU CON. So you should be in the room. ASOTUCON.com. Go ahead. Go to it. Have some fun.
You know what? We don't hold any punches for the end of shows, right? We're swinging right to the end. One of the very last sessions that I'm super excited about on Thursday afternoon, meaning don't get your early flights out.
No, this is not your standard conference.
This is just there's plenty of flights out all around
DC out after
and Baltimore.
5,
fly out after 5. You're going to be fine. Okay. But one of the very last sessions before our ending keynote is we've got half of the entire Rohrman team, I think.
Oh, it's a monster
talking about how social media has completely transformed their business over the last year, from recruiting to new inbound leads across service and sales. And they've taken it on as an organization. It's not just one person that's growing. So
what a monster
that's
session that is.
That's going to be a panel.
Yeah. I mean, talk about an organization. Literally this session was actually their idea.
Yep.
They were like, we're so passionate about this. It's working so well. We want to help the other dealers execute like this as well.
Want to be there.
And so I mean, that in and of itself means I think it's going to be the most fire session. And what a way to end the session. It's a shame that people get trained or have gotten trained over the years
to leave early.
The end of the conference is the least valuable. That's why we keep it tight to 2 days, 2 full days of content. Because we were like, there are no throwaways. And even for our industry partners asking for placement, we're like, no, you don't understand. Last year, day 2 had higher traffic than day 1.
Yep.
Right. Because and we have the Maryland Auto Dealer Association doing their thing on day 2. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's a real vibe.
We got a thing coming with Steve Greenfield on day 2 that you're going to want to,
oh my gosh,
just keep your eyes out for it.
Oh, it's going to be so amazing.
Just, you know what, people get your tickets. We'll tell you about it later.
I'm going to start going to bed early now, just so I don't have to sleep when I'm at ASOTU CON. All right, let's talk about some news. Our friends at the California New Car Dealer Association is going to court over Scout Motors' retail strategy, saying that VW-owned startup is sidestepping franchise laws and undercutting the state's dealer network. Dealers are claiming Scout violates California's franchise laws, in which a 2024 amendment clarifies that new EV brands under a legacy OEM must sell through the franchise dealer if they want to share ownership.
Whoa.
The CNCDA argues VW can't legally claim Scout is independent when it is wholly owned by Volkswagen, when it's shared leadership, when it's shared financial resources. I'll just go on. The association says VW dealers are being unfairly excluded from selling Scout's high-demand electric SUVs and pickups, and the lawsuit seeks over $35 million in fines, plus a full sales halt and deposit freeze in California. Scout Motors General Counsel Neil Citron said in a January 17th letter that the VW brand dealers have no right to Scout branded vehicles, nor do any other franchise dealers. Scott Keogh, Scout CEO, well loved by the VW dealers for a long, long time,
Right.
said in February, what's on the table is a lot of press articles with, let's say, threats and things like that. I think it's super clear. We have a brand in Scout that does not have a dealer network. It did not have a dealer network. 100% startup allows you to make decisions that startups can make. Our friend Brian Maas, president of CNCDA, says illegal competition will harm not only dealers, but also the communities and car buyers that they serve.
I mean,
Not backing down.
What's so silly is like these dealers want to help you sell the cars
And deliver better customer experience.
And deliver a better and be more connected to the customer. And look, I would if I'm just gonna go out there on a limb and say that if you're a VW dealer, you mean it. Right?
That's a great point.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what?
You understand your customers.
I've never heard of a VW dealer that's just like
half in.
Yeah, half in.
Yeah.
It's a very loyal brand. It's a very like it's probably a high retention brand. The stores are gorgeous. They've done a great job at the retail experience. And every VW dealer that I know is like a bit more savvy. So why wouldn't you lean in to that reputation as Scout? It just is confounding me. I do think the move that Scout's going to have to make, because there's too much legal boundary out there for them, is they're going to have to decide whether or not to spin up a whole new entity and get it completely removed from Volkswagen AG. I don't know how they would do it from a legal standpoint, but like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of ways around that. I mean, they have to spin into an entity that is like publicly owned, right? Like that's a tough thing. I mean, in California, obviously they made that amendment specifically. I mean, it says it's a general statement, but it's specifically targeted towards Scout because this is the instance that we're dealing with right now. I think the allure of having like a sexy independent brand like Rivian or Tesla that it has no constraints, like it's such a complicated issue, right? Like, don't get us wrong. We're free market capitalists.
Right.
However, in this specific instance, the money that was used was the money that the dealers made. The leadership was used was the leadership that was taken from VW. Not to mention, there's a lot of hurt feelings and heartburn because dealers for years, VW dealers for years,
have been asking for this,
begging, for a pickup option and they don't have a pickup option. There is no pickup option, but there will be. But you can't sell it, and we're calling it something different. So it'll be interesting to see.
If anyone knows Scott Keogh, we are willing to enter into a conversation. It'll be a really great conversation. Like, we are open-minded type people. Introduce us.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it would be great to hear from him because, again, super well respected by dealers for a long time. And if anyone knows how to make the case and present it in the way that they're seeing it, it's him. I don't know. Speaking of someone who's trying to make a case.
Segue.
That's it. Elon Musk says he will scale back his government work next month and refocus on Tesla and his other companies, where sales are dropping, margins are thinning, and investors are getting quite restless. Musk says the, quote, slog of setting up the Department of Government Efficiency, aka DOGE, is mostly done, but he still plans to spend now 40% of his time on it. It's probably been like 100% of his time. Tesla stock jumped 5.5% after Musk's remarks on an earnings call. Shares are still down nearly 50% from where they were just last December. Tesla's Q1 revenue missed estimates at 19.34 billion, with auto revenue down 20%, net profit down 71%. Okay, here's an interesting controversial statement. Musk reiterated support for lower tariffs, but acknowledged Tesla isn't immune to macro demand for cars, noting that economic uncertainty leads consumers to, quote, pause on doing a major capital purchase like a car. We said
none of our dealer friends,
as far as what's being reflected in their demand. So I think this is, this is one of the things where just being a little out of touch or spinning it a little way, because, Tesla's seeing decreased demand for a lot of other reasons, but all of our dealer friends and industry partners are saying volume is up,
Legitimately this
sales are
morning,
up by a lot.
Paul, just so you know, I went into a Google Ads account that I have access to. And I don't know if you've ever been in a Google Ads account, but up in the upper right-hand corner, they have this little notification bar. Sometimes it has to do with your account, but they like to drop in macro trends. And in the macro trends, one of it just said, trend is up for searches for new and used vehicles.
Okay.
Like Google is saying the trend in the search behavior of consumers broadly, generally, is just up. Like more people are searching for cars.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So I don't know. Stock is up 5%. It's been a bit of a roller coaster, but I think this is one of those situations again where franchise retail dealers understand what's actually going on in the market. And if you're detached from it, you're kind of just guessing, or you're spinning it in a way that you think is beneficial. And so I don't know. Yeah. Well, Tesla's got a number of challenges.
I think the one thing that you can take from this, if you're a franchise dealer, is like, Tesla is still on the move. If Musk gets re-involved, there will probably be a change in the used car side of the business as well, because like where his attention goes, Tesla doesn't have a marketing arm. They have Elon Musk, and the marketing arm has been sideswiped by his attention on DOGE, his tweets toward that, all of that type of stuff. Imagine the tweets going back toward what he may or may not be planning at the Tesla level. All of a sudden, the marketing arm is spun back up, and new and used Teslas take their bait from that. And
without a doubt, too, I think another element of him just being around when, you read the biography and you listen and you observe how he works.
Yep.
His team is high efficiency. They get a lot done, but he is a formidable force on the manufacturing floors, in the meetings. When he's there, things move faster. You have a really brilliant mind on solving problems. And so when he's back in the mix, I think the shareholders are right to get an immediate boost in confidence, because he is definitely a playmaker when it comes to that company in general.
For sure.
Speaking of playmakers,
segue
time. Getting
the
better.
Playmaker at the top of almost every news article. OpenAI is setting the stage for ChatGPT to become a fully fledged shopping assistant, as new code hints at a direct integration with Shopify that could streamline the entire purchase journey from query all the way to checkout. Code found in GPT's public web assets includes tags like buy now and Shopify checkout URL, suggesting native shopping support. It confirmed that this would allow users to move from query to checkout in seconds. No affiliate links, just direct Shopify powered transactions in the native UI. Obviously, the Copilot merchant program with Microsoft in April is something that they're going to look to go right up against. Copilot already in the Microsoft ecosystem features things like price alerts or instant recommendations. So this is a next step in chat powered agency and buying behavior.
So does that mean that in the near future, since the More Than Cars store is on Shopify, that you'd be like, hey, buy me one of those Love People More Than You Love Cars t-shirts, and it's going to be like this one, and you're going to be like, yep. And
don't worry, we'll be hot on it as soon as the integration is there, because I can tell you what, we've got a Shopify store, and you should buy it.
I need to buy these. I need to buy these Love People More Than You Love Cars t-shirts for my entire dealership, and I want it branded with my logo. Can you help me with that? Yes, I can.
Ooh, come on.
I'm going to do you have. I'll let you know your volume discounts, shipping estimates, and you can submit your graphic.
Yeah. Hey, other ChatGPT things you and I were talking about this morning that they've now integrated Google Drive. So I would say check with your IT team if you are on a pro plan to make sure that if you're on Google and Google admin, that you've got all of the right permission sets and all of that dialed in to make sure you are keeping things in the right place. But the unlock there is kind of insane.
Oh, you mean I can upload all my sales data? I can connect it to a Google Drive with my sales reports in them, and I can ask it real world questions, get real world answers and strategies moving forward, and how I might be able to make my business better just with plain language right from my phone on my drive in to work in the morning.
Crazy.
Is that what you're saying?
It could be.
Look, I think one thing is very clear. if you're not paying attention to this technology and how it's affecting business, you are falling behind. Great place to keep up. Be on the bleeding edge of this is at ASOTU CON, where you can talk to people who are doing it and kind of theorize what you can do when you get back to make it a part of your business. We'll see you tomorrow.